Whoa, 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 whoa. We have to.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
And we dropping y'all squad wannabes. Y'all really not. Stop. Y'all fakers. Ooh, I'm ballin' like baby. These they wanna have my baby. Nah, fresh like.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. We're all set to bring you NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Lakers. So important to get off on the right foot. New year, new season. These guys have done it.
And you know, for the Lakers, here's a team that some people doubted coming into the season. Obviously heard all the chatter, banded together, and now they've strung together some great wins.
And you know what? They've been on fire to start the year, so they deserve a lot of credit. We'll see if they can continue to rack up the wins going forward.
Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. Inside, we've got Kuzma and McGee. Green is out there at Bledsoe. And it's LeBron in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, I like it. Fox continues to get better from the mid-range, just the way he wants to.
Bledsoe against Fox from outside the arc. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And, guys, this is what you like to see early on, gaining a little confidence from range.
Yeah, and you know it, Greg. Oftentimes you get that first one to drop and your confidence rises like yeast. It's good to get into a rhythm at the start of the game, no doubt.
Now here's Bledsoe following the missed shot by Willie Cauley-Stein.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
It's stolen by Green. Fast break, the Lakers. No good from Bledsoe.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Shoots from 14, and he drops that one in. Bledsoe's got 5 now.
This is a positive sign for sure. I mean, when Bledsoe's hitting this, I think it ignites the entire squad.
Healed against Green. It's deflected. They recover it. Bogdanovic, and he recovers it. The wide open look here for Fox. Again, the miss by the King.
Boy, strange that he bricked that one. I mean, no clue where the defense was, and tell you what, they got very lucky.
James, no good. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
With the teardrop.
Not a lot going his way. Everything he's shooting is just off the mark. I mean, somehow he's got to figure out a way to turn it around.
Now here is McGee. 9 points last game. And there's Bledsoe on the assist by McGee. 7 points for Eric Bledsoe. Early on in the season, some players locked and loaded, others trying to find their groove. Clark, did you tend to be a fast starter, or did it take you some time to get a flow for your game as the season started?
You know, Kevin, in my relatively short career, I experienced both. My rookie season, I started a little slow. I was in really good shape, knew I was going to play a lot, but it took a minute for me to find my traction. I started fast in my 3rd year because I had been around the block a couple of times. I knew what my offseason needed to be like, and I had gotten off to a terrific start in my 3rd and 4th year. And then the injury happened, and that was it. But I experienced both.
Now LeBron, after the missed 3 from Buddy Hield, McGee's shot is off. Hield, the pass to Bagley. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Bledsoe kicks to LeBron. Sacramento grabs the miss. Cauley-Stein's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Fox passes to Bogdanovich, and he comes up with the deuce. Bogdanovich has got his first points of the night.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
LeBron against Bogdanovich, and stolen by Bogdanovich. Lays it in off the breakaway. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Yeah, they'd settle for 500 against most teams. Both squads win challenge, perhaps a way to put it, but one of them has got to win tonight.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Kufis checked in for Cauley-Stein. Randolph comes in for Bagley, and it's Bjelica in for Bogdan Bogdanovich.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Here's Fox following the bucket by the Lakers. Kicked by Randolph. Fox kicks to Randolph. Shoots over Ingram. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Los Angeles has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game.
Zach Randolph, a paragon of consistency over his career. In his prime, a nightly 20 and 10 guy, and still producing.
Ginobili can't hit. The Kings trailing. And now Sacramento on the break. Shot by Hield, nobody around. Misses the 3. Shoots a 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That is a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And here's Randolph. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. And good that time.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Chalk up 2 there.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
It's Ginobili outside. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. "16 seconds left in the first quarter."
Yeah, rising up well to finish off the dunk with power. Tremendous athleticism by Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. KCP.
Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. From deep three-point range.
Yeah, Caldwell-Pope never rests on defense. He gives you everything he's got. Excellent effort at that end of the floor.
And so it's Los Angeles heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Sacramento. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Labissiere out there with Zach Randolph. And it's Bjelica in at the 3. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Offensive rebound. And terrific work on the offensive glass when he picks up 2. McGee's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Lakers. Shoots from 14. Sacramento with a fresh shot clock. Count it.
Hey, guys, there's no substitute for hustle for these rebounds, and Labissiere giving every ounce of energy he has for his team right now.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
Yeah, you know what? The waters were calm for most of the game. I mean, little resistance, felt like they could get any look they wanted at any time.
Sacramento making a switch here. Bogdanovich is checked in. The Lakers also with a sub. Parker's checked in. And Bogdan Bogdanovich, Greg, a highly decorated player internationally. Multiple silver medals with the Serbian national team, a EuroLeague champion back in 2017.
Yeah, I mean, he's a talented player, very skilled, and at 6'6" can play either guard spot. Great shooter. I think he's one to watch.
The Kings trail by 5. To the inside. And Parker with the block.
You know, Kevin, this team is struggling a bit right now. I mean, I hope he can find his rhythm and start making his shots out there soon. Otherwise, ...
Lakers shooting their first free throws of the night.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
And, you know, you don't have to tell them what their free throw numbers are. I mean, they're well aware of it, believe me.
Bagley, he's checked in for Sacramento. Now, here's Fox. Turned in an outstanding game against Minnesota.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks. Beautiful play by Lance Stevenson. He's as gifted a passer as we have in the league.
Labissiere, the pass to Bielitsa. Second chance shot. McGee with the block. And up before again for the Lakers, running the court. Lobs it up there for Ingram. He can't get that one to fall.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
Here's Bogdanovich, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And every once in a while, Labissiere will find his teammate for the high percentage shot. Love to see the big man dish it out.
Now, here's Parker. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And Bogdanovich kicks to Bagley. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Kings making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Chris, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. James Ennis comes in for Lance Stevenson. Ano Ginobili, he's checked in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Tony Parker. And no good. Ginobili against Bogdanovich. They get a hand on it. Fox with the steal. And there's the call on James Ennis. That is his first foul of the game. Kufis checked in for Bielitsa. Clark, when you're evaluating young players and you see a lot of them at the college ranks and certainly in the early years in the NBA, aside from their talents between the lines, which qualities tell you this kid has a chance to be special?
A couple of things. Humility, understanding their ability, but also recognizing they've still got work to do. That's one of the great qualities anybody can have. Work ethic, self-starting, and then you try to see if in fact they've worked through some challenges. How have they handled adversity? I mean, when you look at those things and couple them with talent, now you've got somebody that you feel like can be special.
Yeah, ferocious at the rim. Bagley can finish with power or finesse.
Here's Ginobili. Pass to Ingram. Now here's Ennis. D right on him. They get the rebound. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
Yeah, it's finishing your defense, Greg. We know that. You can defend, then you got to rebound the miss, and you got to get to the glass with intensity.
Young, rangy big man. Chris possesses a nice skill set, and I think the potential to be a terrific player in our league.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Well, this is something that Kobe has said in the past with the Lakers organization. It is championship or bust.
Well, I think you need that type of culture and mentality to have a chance to win championships. I believe the Lakers have done a good job of maintaining that mentality throughout the years.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Ingram kicks to Ennis. Off target from outside. The Kings trail by 9. Bogdanovich dishes to Fox.
De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Chris. LeBron comes in for Ingram. Green, he's checked in for Ennis. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Rajon Rondo. And De'Aaron Fox made his mark at Kentucky with his terrific on-ball defense. He puts a lot of pressure on.
I mean, he picks up 94 feet, and that's really how you set the bar for your team, with how hard you compete at the defensive end.
You know, I think, Kevin, they took a bit of a chance there going to the double team, and that left another guy open out there.
James, the pass to Ginobili. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Ginobili's got 6 points.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Here's Bagley. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one. Lakers leading by 6. James way outside. Off target with his 3. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fires, high post, and that one hits back iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Missed inside. Ginobili against Hield. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Buried from 15 feet out. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket tonight.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
And thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. The Lakers did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7, and they had some real nice momentum going. By the end of the first quarter, their lead was 7. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, and that'll about...
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Bogdanovich really making a difference here.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to. Just a slasher's mentality.
Yeah, you know, good things happen when he cuts to the rim, Greg, and you cut into the heart of the defense like that, makes things easy.
Starting off the second half, here's Luke Walton's 5. LeBron and Kuzma make up the forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the center position. And it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. Six on the shot clock. Here's Hield.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
Man, you got to respect and appreciate how polished LeBron is inside. I mean, he really excels at creating opportunities for himself close to the rim.
Cauley-Stein, a screen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those. So from there to here, what an incredible journey.
The shot's good from LeBron.
He is almost money when it comes to finishing in close. Nice bucket there to increase the lead. It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's driving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Here's Hield. He's been playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. The dish to Fox. Cauley Stein with a screen on Bledsoe. Cauley Stein in the post, guarded by Kuzma. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Cauley Stein.
I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Clark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules have gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balancing act for the game.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
And that one's good. James.
Man, it's so good to see LeBron James rise up with confidence from deep. That's a part of his game that he continues to improve on, and it's actually become quite efficient.
And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Green, and that one is off. The Kings trail by 6. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hield from outside. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
LeBron's shot is good.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Here's Bjelica. Pass to Bogdanovich. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Tries a 3 off the inbound. And James pulls it down. Lakers leading by 6. And then jammed down right over Labissiere.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And that last replay, courtesy of the Under Armour Hover Havoc, unleashing a little bit of chaos.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
The Kings making a switch here. Koufos is checked in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Monday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for the matchup with the Rockets, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Ingram, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Caldwell Pope comes in for Gerald Green. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Tony Parker.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Chalk up 2 there. And that's 18 points for LeBron.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
It's stolen by Rondo. He kicks to Caldwell Pope to the middle. And James with the basket on the assist by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope's got 3 assists now in this one. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
You know, adding on to that, you look at their block totals tonight, and you see how feisty they've been on the defensive end this game.
Lance Stephenson's checked in for Kyle Kuzma. Lakers leading by 8. Here's LeBron, and the layup's good off the glass. James has got 22 points.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Got a piece of it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Rondo.
And Lance Stephenson, man, I could say a ton about this guy, but he is a player who thrives in chaos. Broken plays, odd situations. Those are where Lance is at his best. I mean, he likes to play as a freestyler, and he excels in that capacity.
And with Lance Stephenson, sometimes he'll pull off an improvised play, Clark, that just drops your jaw.
Yeah, he's one of the most instinctive players I've ever seen. I mean, he does do some things that could cause you to pull your hair out if you have any. But this guy is competitive, great size, and he ignites a team because he can do a lot of things to help you win.
And you can see how this game is going. I mean, put a body on somebody.
Exactly, man. Come on. You got to be physical down there. There's got to be some intensity and some physicality on the board.
Randolph can't hit. Lakers leading by 10. Here's LeBron. Bucket is good. 24 points for him.
And an example of using momentum to your advantage. LeBron inviting the contact, and he comes out the winner.
Knocks it loose. And Bielitz kicks to Fox. 27 seconds left in the third quarter. 5 on the clock. Randolph sets a screen for Hield. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The shot by LeBron, no good. Here's Bielitsa. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He has really delivered at the offensive end. He's torched them for 24 points so far. We come back right after this. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Hello and thanks for joining us, folks. The fourth quarter of play getting started. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Bagley is out there with Cauley Stein, and it's Koufos in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Hield from outside. Here's Cauley Stein. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. James with it. Picked up by Bagley. Hield against Rondo. A 3. And James pulls it down. James has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And really no better leader in the NBA than LeBron. The closest thing to a player coach we've had in a long time.
Skal Labissière's checked in for Sacramento. And the Lakers also making a change. JaVale McGee's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And there's the call on Ginobili. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Gerald Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. So it's Sacramento. 9-point game. And the shot goes in.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
No good from Bledsoe. Sacramento's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And Fox gets it to go.
Got to respect the jumper of Fox now. The form is solid, and he's a lefty, which always makes a guy dangerous.
Ingram. He doesn't hit that one. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They host the Spurs after this one. And that game closes out the 4-game homestand for him. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his first foul. And the Lakers making a change here. Kuzma's checked in. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth quarter. From 15 feet away, here's Cauley Stein. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
You know what? At 6'9", Kuzma is a terrific athlete, and he's very good at using that size and athleticism to knife through the defense.
To the paint, stolen by McGee. Green dishes to Ingram. Sacramento grabs the miss. The pass to Fox. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, the Atlanta Hawks come into town. That will tip off a homestand for them. Then on Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trail Blazers.
And looking at the matchup with the Heat, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And the Kings making a change here. Bogdanovich is checked in. LeBron, he's checked in for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope comes in for Green. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dave Yeager was just going over his game plan with his team. Yes, they're behind right now, but he's still upbeat. He said, guys, we can get back in this game. Stay together out there. All-out effort can win this game.
You know, an athletic and strong player at this position is Bledsoe. And he's a confident guy who I think makes an impact at both ends of the floor.
And so he makes both from the line. The Kings trail by 6. Fox with it. Kicks to Heel. Cauley Stein with a screen on Caldwell Pope. From 12 feet out. Heel can't hit.
Tough miss, especially since the defense wasn't that strong. I mean, he needs to cash in from there.
James with the bucket.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
Kings have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, or of 9. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here, Bogdanovich wide open. Buries it from 3-point range. Lakers leading by 5. Bledsoe passes to Kuzma. It's stolen by Bagley. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Hield, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against the Lakers. Free throw drops for Hield. Both good from the line that time.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Here's Caldwell Pope. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Lakers lead by 5.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Bogdanovich, no luck.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Kyle Kuzma is a guy who burst on the scene during his rookie year and is a fun player to watch. He's a guy that really has an outstanding all-around game.
Here's Hield. And it's good off the back rim and in. Hield's got 6 here in this quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Nothing wrong with that. You got to be flexible. When something isn't working, you adjust, you modify, you go to something else. That's what the best coaches do.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Here's Fox. Got a hand on it.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
LeBron outside. Inside. And Green slams it in.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. James, it's deflected.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Sacramento's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Green against Teal. Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him, and it's sent back by Bledsoe.
Boy, that was well done by Bledsoe there. Nice timing on that block.
Los Angeles has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. There's 45 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Goes up off the pick, and the jam by Bledsoe.
And now they are probably too far ahead. It's going to be nearly impossible to get back in this one.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Greg. I mean, they're in a groove right now. Up big, hard to envision them losing this lead.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're trailing by 7. 41 seconds left to play in the final quarter. .41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Cauley Stein with the screen for Bogdanovich. Off the screen. That one misses.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Clearly a frustrating missed opportunity there. Perfect screen. Got him the space he needed, but he bricked it.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. Here's Parker. Feeds it to Ginobili. Dishes to LeBron. Passes it to Parker. Back to LeBron. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 9.
And James makes scoring look so effortless. Once he kicks it into gear, there's not much you can do to stop it.
And so the Lakers take the win. A solid win on the road for them. This build. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
Y'all talking about practice. Y'all talking about practice. What?